the time, and I'm trying not to. So let's open it up with, wow, this French 75 is very, very nice and lovely. Shout out to, I am actually in this place called Champions Club. It's over here in like West Chase. And I was like, oh shit, I really not really like I don't want to stay over here. Because, it's kind of close to the whole stroll. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
But this is actually pretty, like I said, they put some effort in this establishment. They play poker downstairs. So they have free poker lessons on Thursdays. And their happy hour is from 4 to 7. Look, I'm advertising for them.
I'm like, you didn't even tell the people who they're listening to right now. Who are we, ho?
Oh, my God. Oh, hey, y'all. It's your homeless girl and, and friend. Welcome to the Just Extra podcast with Jackie and Erica. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Erica. Not the homeless girl. That is crazy. I mean, we really have been strays.
Okay.
You more so than I have. And we'll definitely be getting into it all on this episode, as we usually do. It's going to be a good one when you have a drankety drank in your hand. Okay, so Jacqueline does have her little French. I'm a consistent, sponsor, supporter of Owl's Brew. Shout out to Jeannie Mai and, the other women who actually probably do the real stuff with the brand. And she's, brand ambassador. Okay, yes. We pause for a sip.
And y'all know, whenever we drink, this is a very heavy episode, okay?
It just means we
went through some shit, okay? See, not even a freaking minute and a half or 2 minutes in.
Okay, well, that's okay. It's okay. It's all good, okay? It's gonna be what it is gonna be, and we shall overcome, all right, like our ancestors before us. So this brings us into our extra thoughts. We was in DC last episode. We did some real, ancestral things when we went to the Smithsonian Museum, the, was it? The National Museum of African American History and Culture, or whatever it's actually called. You can hear all about it on the previous episode. I really get into how all the men's were really coming for me. Like, I was so popular, your girl was. Had a great time. I may move, like, truly putting a plan together, literally. So if you missed that episode, you can definitely dive on into it. Jacqueline and I don't really have much to say except for, I still am a little bit in contact with maybe somebody who lives out on the East Coast. Nothing really more to update you on except, it still transfers even if I'm not in person. But I do have some issues. It's not as frequent as I would like, that's a whole other thing.
It is long distance, so
it is. Why are you not all up my a-hole? But we did talk on the phone, as you recall. We did have a phone catch up. It was pretty cool, but that's fine. It's only been 2 weeks? How long has it been? 2 weeks since we've been over that direction?
It's about to be 3, I believe.
Dang. And only one phone call. All right, well, ooh. I retract everything I said. I hate it all.
Wait. The thing and we'll get into what I ran into this weekend as well, but nothing as long distance isn't bad. I think it actually gives you the space, and if it really is meant to be, I hope you guys can hear me from this position here. You're doing okay? You can hear me just fine?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing good, Jack.
Okay. Okay, so I think it's okay. I think long distance is okay because my thing is if it's really meant to be, then you'll make a way to each other. But in the meantime, you could just do your own thing. And that doesn't mean smash other people. But if in the meantime, you guys have that space to really just get to know each other and it's about, a mental connection more than anything. That's my thoughts.
Yeah.
So yeah, my thoughts on DC, always happy to travel. I would love to come see you when you move. And I have so many more things to do when I but when I go over there and visit you. Like,
I love it. Let's speak this into existence.
Yes, I have many museums to see. I just love history, guys. Like, I'm such a history geek. Like, if you know me, You know me, that's my shit. But yeah, y'all, like in this episode, we are getting into what Houston and hurricanes. We're gonna do a big breakdown this episode. So I think we should, but in the meantime, we're gonna do a quick catch up. I'm gonna give a little bit of my thoughts for now. But yeah, should I go or should you go as far as
I'm
the
like,
catch up goes?
uh, you're going to talk a little bit more about our topic ish in your catch up. Then it doesn't really matter because after this, we're going into something that doesn't have anything to do with the topic either. So go ahead. Give us a
Okay,
preview of our episode. You start.
so we just had Hurricane Beryl, and this is why this podcast may be a day late. We don't know. It may be up on time. It may be a day late. Who knows? But guys, I needed this little moment of normalcy. I needed this moment to really I need something to feel like a routine. Um, yeah, y'all, I'm moving. I need to move out of my apartment because it's just ridiculous. I've never experienced a situation where like my management is nowhere to be found because they were like, "Oh, we are switching management. So we're in between management and also our internet is not working and our phone has been cut off." How do you cut a phone off for a fucking week and a half, you know? And then I have this issue in my home. So it turns out I do have a bug infestation that they're not trying to see. First off, they're trying to gaslight me, but we'll get into it. But it got to a point where, bitch, you knew there were squirrels in my motherfucking ceiling for like a month. But they're like, "Oh, well, that's the old management. We don't have any record of that." And I'm like, "Okay, so how do these little things come in my house?" You know?
What little things? Are you talking about squirrels or are you talking about What things?
Girl, I'm gonna let the people come. They're coming tomorrow to confirm, but I think it's fleas. Yes.
How do you know that?
Because I was trying to figure out what type of fruit fly was this. But the fruit flies were not really looking like fruit flies. But they was more prominent when I walked back into my apartment and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? So yeah, bitch. I'm pretty sure if they're not fruit flies, they're fleas.
What about all your things?
I was really about to burn my whole house down. I don't give a
I
fuck.
know.
I don't care. I already talked to my mom about it, and I was just like, "Mom, I don't fuck all my shit. I don't fucking care because I don't own a fucking pet for this. Not to say for this fucking reason, but because I lack fucking responsibilities. I gotta take care of myself. But that's one of the things you gotta look out for. Fucking fleas. Why is there fucking fleas in my house? That's fucking disgusting. Ew, this bitch got fleas. What the fuck, bitch? Why I got cooties? So, I literally have been like, I can't. I fucking can't. I just been so paranoid, and I don't know. I'm just really irritated because, well, they'll let me know what it is, so we'll follow up on the next episode, But it's either some type of bug, bed, it's not a bed bug, because I know what bed bugs look like. I've been to U of I, okay? I know what those things look like. That one boy had it in his house.
Oh my
in his dorm.
God.
I know. Okay, we can't spend too long on this. I'm gonna finish up. But long story short, y'all, I'm tired of my apartment complex. I just, the first unit I was in, it was literally in the trap house and almost got fucking killed walking outside. Moved to this new unit. The fridge keeps going out. The carpet is disgusting. They had squirrels in my fucking ceiling. The mailbox keeps getting broken into. Y'all act like y'all don't know anything about anybody, because you switch management companies all the time. And I'm like, damn, as much as I would love to pay $900 in rent every month, I am definitely paying for some bullshit. But that's enough stories. That's enough complaining for now. Just,
Yeah, so if you're watching on YouTube, you can see that Jackie is in a different location, and
As
so
you
that
can see,
really
I'm in a hotel because
yeah.
fuck that. I'm not going. I told them, I'm like, I'm not going into my apartment. You can go in there if you want to. I told you, I bought bombs. I did all that, and she went in there today because I had to literally walk into the office because I couldn't call them because they said, oh, well, we turned our phone off because we don't have, like, our phone is still off and our internet is off. Okay, we have power now. Answer the fucking phone. Oh, yeah, we're getting that work done right now. Okay, well, you need to go in here and see what the fuck is going on. Oh, animal control has been in there already, and I don't think that, there should be anything wrong with your place. I'm like, how the fuck do I have these fucking random ass bugs in my house? Okay? Tell me that. Dude, the power's been off for a fucking week. It's been humid as hell in there. So I don't know what's going on. Like, what's going on? You tell me. It might be the meat, but whatever. That went rotten and all that
Oh
shit
yeah,
too,
your
but...
meat is still in my freezer.
Oh yeah, it's gonna stay in there for a little bit, so.
Yeah. By the way, everyone, she'll tell y'all that she was here, okay? She's not forced to be in a hotel. She's been with me, and we'll get into it,
We'll
okay?
talk about it, because I'm just like, I'm Miss Independent, but to my own detriment, but. Okay. Go ahead, ma'am. How you doing? I'm moving. That's my catch up.
Yeah, so my catch up. Y'all know, okay, just a short little update in the continuation of my stepmother saga drama. Y'all know I've been talking about my family structure on every episode, basically, because it influences my whole entire life. But yeah, most prominently, the ultimate catch up that we just recorded has more details. So if y'all want more details, go listen to that episode. But just update. So, my stepmom, we were supposed to continue our conversation this weekend, but obviously, there's a whole hurricane, and you were with me and all the jazz, and so I just reached out to her and I was like, hey girl, yeah, there's a hurricane happening, haven't heard from you, during this whole hurricane, so first and foremost there's that. So I'm a little preoccupied, so can we reschedule to later in the week? And she literally texts me back, and I want to read it just because I'm like, these are her words. Hi, Erica. Yes, that worked for me because I really forgot all about it. And I've been gone all day. Just got home, so we'll try next week sometime. So my initial thought is, I really forgot about it.
You forgot about it.
You forgot about your daughter that you haven't spoken to in 2 years, who has just opened the line of communication for us to have a dialogue. But that is not momentous enough, and you forgot that we are speaking about our relationship that you think that you are so perfect in. So interesting. Interesting. And, I already just briefly mentioned that when I even texted her and said, hey, there's a whole hurricane happening, that she didn't even mention anything. How are you doing, Erica? Hey, oh yeah. Do you need anything?
I
Any
have
help?
family
Any
I'm
support?
No, seriously, I have family that I'm beefing with right now that literally reached out to me. So, no excuse. No
Anyway.
excuse. People, even old coworkers from Chicago reached out to me. But yet you don't. I don't know. Fuck her, Erica. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
This
it'll
French
be.
Can't get in, okay?
It's just when she has questions or is continuing to act so confused as to what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This will be an example that I bring up to her yet again, because I'm like, if I was maybe blood related to you, would you remember that we're in a whole situation? If we were in a whole situation, and would you check on me if there was a hurricane happening that I was in, knowing that I lost power, knowing that I'm, we were stray and we were going to talk about it? Like, would you do anything differently? And if you wouldn't, that's fine. But there's also, I just have an issue with that, period. So if that's you and how you mother, it's a very interesting choice to me. But, whatever. I don't need you in regards to I don't rely on you for really, literally anything. So I don't know why I'm still like caught up in these things. But here we are.
Well, you know why. And that is definitely for you and your therapist to uncover, and for you to relate to us once you've come to that, realization, I've I've noticed that you had a mother wound, and that is when a woman has a mother wound, it is very hard to fill. You know, so
That is a book that I keep trying to read. Literally,
and
Mother
you have
Wound.
to.
It's on.
You have an
It's
assignment now.
it's on my shelf. Not on this shelf. It's in my bedroom because I try to make it that more easy for me to read. And every time I open it, it reads me. So we're not really getting through it.
It's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable thing to see yourself in the mirror, like see everything. Sometimes you
Yeah,
control where your eyes go, but when you read things, it's just kind of like,
yeah,
excuse me.
yeah. Partially a joke. I mean, it is reading me for real. It is, but yeah, I fall asleep. Anyway, all right, moving on. We have a couple of extra topics to get through. Taking us a little lighter. We could start with what's been going on in the celebrity realm with Megan Good and Michael Ealy. I wish I did more research, but we ain't got time for all this information. So basically, I don't know what event that they were at, but Megan Good and Michael Ealy, and whatever other celebs were somewhere doing something. And basically, there's a clip that went viral on the internet of a hug or a embrace that was shared between Megan Good and Michael Ealy. He basically kind of like picked her up, twirled her around a little bit. They had a whole little giddy interaction. And the internets went crazy. Okay. So her boyfriend, Jonathan Majors, was standing right next to them. Um, I could be messy and pause the story there, but like I know that Michael Ealy and Jonathan Majors already had like a quick like dap up, and then he hugged Megan Good.
How do you
So
know that? Did you see that?
because yes, there was, I think my girl Impressive showed the beginning of the clip and then like showed the whole like kind of whatever the clip again. And so the beginning starts with him, like you can see him leaving the embrace between Michael and Jonathan. They're like leaving an embrace, and then he's turning to hug Megan, and like that's where the camera really starts for the internet's entertainment. But he did acknowledge Jonathan first. That has been noted. But without that information, people were going crazy. Like my friend Jacqueline as well. Hassan, shout out to you. I know y'all had a little convo about it in our little chat. That differed from my opinion, but go ahead.
Okay, so this opened up a bigger discussion for us during this week. We're just gonna be talking about the prior week that we had. We were at Joey's, and I was just like, really, just genuinely like, okay. I had feelings about it too because one, I didn't see the previous embrace, and the internet wants to make up whatever they want to, and it's just interesting to see someone light up when someone else is coming around. And it's just kind of like a dang, you don't do that with me. But again, that's my
Well,
own
why
personal
not?
opinion. Like, that's me projecting my insecurities onto it. But my thing is, I know that a lot of people, guys and girls, wouldn't want their significant other to just like get swung around and picked up by another person. And it's just kind of like, it just triggered I just realized I am a jealous slash territorial person. Territorial is the more nicer way of putting it. This is my boundary. This is mine. But then jealous, as in like the fuck, like I'm gonna get mad over some little exchanges. And you know why? I thought about it a little bit more. I've noticed like some people, especially those that are like, very we're planting seeds. Some people just like to plant seeds, and some people are very obvious about their moves. But sometimes I'm just very, not sometimes, but I'm very observant of these things. And when I see someone doing that, especially somebody that I'm interested in or we are dating, it's just kind of like a what was that type shit. And I don't want to project onto them, but I have to keep my eye out. And unfortunately, because I wear my heart on my sleeve, my attitude changed. My aura changes. Like I just get real stank, you know?
This is so interesting to me because first and foremost, context matters.
Cause
Okay,
what the fuck you
these
doing, bitch? Oh,
this
sorry.
they know each other. They've known
I
each
don't give a
other since
fuck.
the
Get off
first Think
him.
Like a Man.
Sorry.
This is not somebody. Jonathan and Megan have the newest relationship. Okay, so
They
Jonathan, you're
do.
gonna have to get used to the fact that guess what, your person has known people, and Megan, guess what, Jonathan has known people. Everybody has known people before we have become a situation first and foremost. So if you can't even acknowledge that people are going to have past and histories, then that's what it is. And I'm not saying that like Michael and Megan have a history like romantically, because I don't know. All I know is that they've known each other for at least a decade, because they have done a trilogy together, the Think Like a Man, whatever, however many movies they made because of that. Like, they've known each other for a minute. So, first and foremost, why am I going to feel some type of way because you've known this person longer and y'all have a relationship? Good. I'm happy for y'all. Y'all know I have one tattoo and it's a puzzle piece. It's very much so my reminder to myself that, like, what is meant to be will be. You cannot force not a single thing. So, if this man or this woman, my girl, whomever, is going to like cheat on me, is going to do whatever they're going to do, then they are just going to go ahead and do that. Okay, I don't need to go crazy. I don't need to think anything. I don't need to ruin my day, my attitude, my experience with you. Like, I don't need to do all of that. Whatever is going to happen will happen, and you were not meant for me. So, like, then just go ahead and go. But I'm also just secure enough in myself where I'm like, I know, one, that like she's not gonna leave me for this hug, right? Like, I know I give all the great hugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, in this example, like, I feel like I would know in myself what I offer to people, and I would be like, you are crazy to leave me. You would be insane to do any of that. And so I just don't think of and I don't know. If I feel anything, I think of it like, okay, well, hold on, I might be slacking a little bit in this area, and let me make sure that I just get on my game again. Like, I just would never look at it like, I don't know, that you're a threat to me. And if not, it's just like, help me get better then. You know, if I'm feeling threatened by you, that opens an opportunity that I'm clearly lacking somewhere, and I feel like I can improve in an area. And so let me tap into that so that I don't have those insecurities anymore. Because
You
being
know what?
insecure is just, ugh,
It
it's too
sucks. It
much.
fucking sucks. And I think right now for me, I'm just a little bit sensitive because of how my life has changed. Like I am like, in a new situation, like as far as like career wise, I'm heavier. I just, like I understand like I love when you compliment. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's just that for me, I know I can definitely bring a lot more and I just haven't been, but that's a personal journey for me. Hence why reason number 52, I don't need to be dating right now. So, we'll leave that there. Okay. Any other thoughts? But I want to say I'm going to come back to this podcast and hear this particular, point of view of yours because it's wonderful and that's something I look up to. I definitely feel more confident when I'm really on my A game, meaning like I'm dressed how I want to dress, I present how I want to present, my hair is the way I want it to look. But when it's not,
Yeah.
or I'm just not in a good headspace, I just don't want to be around people, and I don't want to be around like people that I'm like, why do I feel intimidated? I feel intimidated because I'm not really owning up to my part. And the reason why I'm not owning up to my part is because I'm fucking depressed. And so it's just kind of like, it's a bad circle.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough pity party. We got enough of that to go around for the rest
Yeah.
of the day. Okay.
The next little pity would be that Dr. Ruth passed away. Sad, sad. But you lived a long little life, Dr. Ruth, okay?
How old
96
was she?
years. 96.
I've been watching that old lady
That's
a
what
long
good
time.
sex does for you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Sorry, Jack.
No, you. I'm gonna die very early. I can tell. This ain't helping either. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I actually my love for sex education started with Dr. Ruth, and I really, I was just, I'm watching TV. I'm a kid watching cable TV in my room. Your parents fucked up when they gave you all the channels. So I'm watching Oxygen late at night, and I'm like, who is this nasty old lady? She got these little stick dolls showing us the different positions, but she was coming at it from an educational standpoint, and her and my health teacher in high school, you know, I really want to be a health sex education teacher from them because they didn't make it so animalistic and nasty. They made it like, well, look, this is how you do it. This is how you enjoy yourself. You know, nothing is wrong with you. You just have to figure it out this way. And, you know, the more rational, logical point of my life, you know, the part of my brain that, you know, seeks, you know, relaxation in logic, loves it. You know, I loved all of it. So RIP to her because, you know, that's my girl. That old ass bitch.
Yeah, I didn't watch her regularly. I just kind of knew of her. So I'm glad that you know, were able to kind of like tune in. So yeah, I appreciate everybody, you know, who was inspired by her, you know, like the Shan Boodrams and, you know, those
That's
people. So
that's how I started loving Shan Booty too, because she was very like, you know, sex and poly is not this animalistic, nasty, I just can't commit to someone thing. It's a natural, this is how I look at love. This is how I'm expressing love, and there's nothing wrong with that because everybody's different. And that's why I literally, like, it may seem like I'm judging people, but I really, at the end of the day, everybody can do what they want to fucking do. Because as long as it makes sense to them. So,
yes,
that's it.
Okay, great. All the rest of our extras suck. I don't know how much detail we want to go into because we're already 26 minutes in. So we could do some high level.
We can give a little 10 minutes to Mr.
You
Donald
start.
Trump.
Go ahead. Start with the big news of the day.
Somebody said, wow, we going back to assassinating presidents. America's back, baby. So if you don't know what we're talking about, there was an attempted assassination, you know, of ex-President Trump, who unfortunately may end up winning again. Something about this is letting me know that this man is going to the goal. They're really opening the doors for him, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Yeah, I watched this video and he's talking. So this is just some quick facts about what happened, you guys. So this took place in the French 75 is hitting. All right. All right, so this took place during a rally in Pennsylvania, and there were around 8 shots fired. So you just hear pop, 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 pop. And to me, it sounded like BB guns. It really did. It didn't really sound like an actual gunshot. But sure enough, this occurred. President Trump was over here hitting his ear like, whoa, what the fuck? And he's getting down, get down. And then, you know, he emerges from, you know, his Secret Service with a fist pump of what? Fist pump of Republican? What? I don't know. But he's just like, you know, we got it. I got it. I'm not going to let no little bullet take me down. And yeah. So he was apparently grazed by his ear, and he was taken to the hospital. No other critical injuries. But there was one person that died from this attempt, and two people that were critically... Yeah, 2 people that were critically injured. The accused assassin who died, his name is Thomas Matthew Crooks. You know, it's kind of interesting how all the, you know, presidential assassinators, their whole full government name is pulled out there. You know, like John Wilkes Booth. You just get 3. You get all 3 names. And they showed this man's like graduation picture, his high school picture, but let it be a black person. You're going to get the mugshot. You're going to get them doing gang signs on their Facebook photos. You know, the Facebook photos are all over the place. But yeah, y'all. So this was an apparent assassination. And it was interesting because online you had several conversations. You had the, you know, this is the start of the Civil War. And then you got some people saying, damn, you only had one job and you failed, fucker. And then you had other people that were like, was this real or was this fake? So Erica, was this real or was it fake?
My thoughts are that if it was real, you missed. We should have picked a different shooter, first and foremost. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? How
What's
we
happening?
how? Um, and second, if it was staged, which is kind of how I'm leaning, because I'm like, come on now. I just feel like there's the videos that are coming out about like how long and how many people saw this man crawling on a roof. Like, even Candace Owens is making a little bit of sense in regards to like, don't they scope out these venues like days in advance and have like their secret service or have like the police escorts and all these people like review the rooms and all the possible angles and all the possible options and whatever that could be an attack or any kind of thing like that. Like, don't they do their due diligence for some of this stuff when these types of people are making these types of appearances? Like, I just feel like the photos that are emerging, the fact that this man was all like with the fists and like the perfect bloodshot and the way the flag was and just the secret service doing whatever, like the imagery is very much so like we really could sell this on magazine photos, but like
They're selling. They sell everything with that man's face on it, and these people, these Republicans, are eating it up. Okay, they are like, "We got you," and unfortunately, it just makes me very, again, unconfident about this election that's coming up. I don't know. I don't, I don't. I'm not very confident about it.
yeah, I'm not confident at all ever. I'm very scared. I'm very nervous about what life is going to look like. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do over the next like 4 months or so. So anyway, this might be the downer leading into my birthday, but that's fine. That's fine. It's all good. Another positive in the world of Trump for him is that his classified documents case has been dismissed. We'll share a link to an article from, what is this, from BBC. But basically, there was a Florida judge that Trump appointed who dismissed the case. Funny.
Florida.
Judge Eileen Cannon granted Trump's motion to dismiss the federal case on the basis that the Justice Department's appointment of Special Prosecutor Jack Smith violates the appointments clause of the U.S. Constitution. Yeah, me and Jack got some more work to do on like what all these big words mean, but that's what the sentence is, y'all. So really look into it. And just the last announcement that we want to talk about that has to do with Trump is that he picked his vice president. It is going to be Ohio Republican J.D. Vance, I believe.
Yeah, I saw that guy, and I'm just like,
I also don't know
okay.
much about him, but if Trump is co-signing you, you can't be too good. So,
Yeah, you're gonna be very annoying to me. I don't even know you, sir, but I'm already irritated. But
yes,
we'll see.
yeah. So, those are our extra extras. Ah!
Think about all your benefits, y'all. The thing is, what benefits? What fucking benefits? Okay, you know what? Fuck it.
We better get into it.
Okay? Fuck this shit, okay? Fuck FEMA.
Yeah, we duck it.
Fuck you, FEMA. You see me? You see I'm in a hotel room? But you act like you can't help me, okay?
Help my
And
girl.
fuck Lemonade, and fuck Lemonade, too. Fuck Lemonade, you over here with your liability only. FEMA like, oh, you got insurance, so we ain't gonna help you out. What about my miscellaneous items? What about my miscellaneous items? Okay, fuck it. Okay, whatever. All right, y'all. We had Hurricane Beryl. Okay, this is what happened.
Sorry.
It was a Category 1 hurricane. Category 1. Some people said it was probably a 2, but it was a Category 1 hurricane that literally came through in less than like 2-3 hours, knocked out all of Houston's power for a fucking week. More than that. There's a lot of people who still don't have power right now. Do you know that?
Yeah, unfortunately. I could only assume. What is this state? Anyway, continue on.
It's a get it how you live type of state, okay? They don't care. It's a get it how you live type of state. Let's talk about it. What did you expect when you heard that a hurricane was coming?
Literally nothing. I expected literally nothing. I expected my cute little A to be in my cute little apartment, okay? And be like, oh, so sorry for all the peasants out there. Like, really?
You know know me. You know I don't. I never lose power. I never lose power, despite everything thing that's gone on. No matter what, even the direct show that we had a couple of weeks ago, nothing. But literally, this comes through, and I'm out of power for 6 days. I thought I was gonna, you know what? The most I did was have my power bank charged, have all my items charged up, and I was just like, okay. I went to the store. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not buy that much. As
I
far
didn't
as
even go to
dry
the
food,
store. Okay.
I
I
had
did have
water.
my stuff on charge, but I didn't go to the store. And so I really thought that I was going to be in my apartment cooking my ish. But go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
No, yes, jump in. Okay, I'm just saying, like, I didn't for a category one. This is not giving category one. If this is category one, baby, when they say it's going to be a category three, fourth, I'm gone. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm going. Ami, I don't know if you listen to this podcast, but I'm coming to your house. Tell Mecca to move the hell over. Okay, I'll bring some
Why is
corn.
my laugh so annoying this episode? I hate it.
I,
Okay.
I'm gonna bring all the corn, all the animals, all the nutter butters you want, but you gonna have to move over, boy. Move. I'm about to sleep right here. Okay, cause fuck that. Yeah, I didn't expect all of this to happen.
Oh my God. I don't know why I'm dying. You're so funny. Okay. I'm dying. Yeah, no, truly. I really did not expect anything. I'm literally taking my first meeting and I'm like, yeah, y'all, it's raining real hard outside. It's raining real hard. I don't know what's happening. If I get cut off, it was 5 minutes, got cut off. Okay. Had to dial in on my phone. And then I was like, y'all, I'm wasting too much power. Like, when it had gotten to the afternoon, because my power shut off at like 8 in the morning, maybe
Yeah, mine
9.
shot off around 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like 2 in the afternoon, maybe like noon or 2. And I was like, okay, well, I don't think anything's coming back today. I don't know. I
It
don't
was
know what this
beautiful.
is.
At 12 o'clock, it was
The
so
sun
beautiful
came out.
outside.
Yeah, that's why I
It was
thought by
so
like 2 o'clock, I thought we were gonna get power back. I was like, it got like the sun was shining, the thing, everything was what it was. Yeah, that did not happen. That was not the case. I
at
literally
all.
was like, well, I can't make food, and something tells me that like nothing is open right now. Like fast food wise, like usually I do my like Monday Potbelly situation, so I'm just like probably not going to be open. So I went to the grocery store when I started in the group chat. Everybody was talking in the group chat about what they were doing and how things are going. Y'all was talking about sandwiches and whatnot. And I was like, dang, I guess I got to get a different sandwich instead of my Potbelly sandwich. So went to the grocery store. The lights shut off while I was in the grocery store. It was pitch black. I got scared for a half a second because I am afraid of the dark. And so I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do in here? What am I going to do in here? And then the generators came back up. But listen, y'all, the streets were crazy. Go ahead, continue.
There was flood, and the thing is, the flood didn't even last that long because, well, actually, you know what? Let me take that back because I didn't go downtown. Downtown was flooded. Allen Parkway was flooded. Over there by Buffalo Bayou, flooded underwater. Because I don't know if you remember, hey Lamar, remember that one guy's house we went to,
Yeah.
and he had like a little situation upstairs. That whole
Yeah.
that whole driveway over there was
Dang. I
flooded.
bet you better have good insurance. Not lemonade.
Fuck lemonade, okay? Okay, so how was your mental headspace? Because my thing is, we thought the power was going to come back in like a couple of hours, but we didn't really know the extent of the damage until we fell asleep and was like, oh, we don't have no power tonight.
Yeah.
Um,
I was acting up. I was like scrolling on the phone, posting on Instagram, sending you some things about what we doing for the podcast, talking to you, chatting it up, like using my laptop, trying to book some more stuff for Barcelona since I'm not working. I'm like, this is a free day. Like, I'm just out here. But I had no power. But I just felt like, again, I'm God's favorite. The power is going to come back. Did not. And so Now it's time to go to sleep. It's dark in here. I lit some candles. Again, I'm afraid of the dark. I'm like, wait, I don't even have my night lights. Like, it started hitting me at like 6:37 that like, wait, no, it's gonna get dark in here. I'm not even gonna have my night lights. I have night lights all around this hoe. Okay, so I'm like, okay, and I can't sleep with candles. That's like dangerous. So I just hopped in the shower really fast before it got too late. I don't know why I did that, because then I learned the second lesson, which was the power makes your AC run. Ho. It is
Yeah,
now hot.
that water is hot. There's
The
no
water
cold
actually,
shower.
I actually did take a cool shower. I actually
Oh, it was
did.
good. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
my
good.
water situation was fine. But no, why did I take a shower to sweat my a hole off in the bed?
Girl,
That first night sleeping was unbearable. I sleep, the AC, I freeze myself. Okay, like in a regular Houston situation, it's like at 68 degrees. Like I'll be putting it real cold in this hoe. Why were we waking up and it was 85 degrees in this hoe? Why were we sleeping and it's 80 degrees in this hoe? Like it was so hot. I kept tossing and turning and waking up. Like luckily I can't flash my it has my company's logo on it. I use this little fan and I was fanning myself. I was trying to fan myself like it was so uncomfortable. I was sweating. I was sweating. How many times can I say it? That's what I was doing.
girl, it was a fucking mess. Like that first night, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna download a movie. I'm gonna have a good time. This is gonna be fun. Let me light up these candles. I'm a candle queen, so I have so many candles that I haven't burned yet. And I'm gonna download Eat, Pray, Love. And I'm just gonna watch. I was a little jealous, like everybody had a boo that they could go to for like safety and for company. And I'm like by myself, and I'm like, okay, well, let me just, let me watch a little chick flick. Let me just have have a moment. And it was good. Until I woke up in the middle of the fucking night sweating. You can't take off your skin. When it's cold, you can add layers. You can do whatever you want to do. I can't take my skin off. I'm sweating. I'm a sweaty, my face, my boobs. Okay? Y'all see these. These are just, it's just nothing but
That's why I said
sweat.
my a hole. Where was it?
Yeah, that boob girl, slippery. Slippery and slidey. And not in the good way.
So I was gonna say somebody would enjoy it, but no, it was
I
not
don't want that
enjoyable.
nigga. I don't want him, please. But still, like, it was just so much. And then that morning, I was just like, Dolphin, because he had his power back. His power came back, what, really quick that same day. I texted Dolphin that morning. I'm coming over because I'm not doing this. I literally set my alarm clock at 7 o'clock so I could get up because I'm less warm when I'm not asleep. And I'm just like, I can't stay here. So he had people that was in his house, and I was just like, ugh, okay. Um, but I still need some air conditioning. So I just came over to his house for a little bit, did some work. I'm thinking, okay, it's all good. My coworker offered her place, and I love her, but I'm not trying to stay at that lady house. Well, we'll get into it. Should we get into it?
Get into it.
Y'all, when it came down to like, okay, it's time for me to find shelter. I need to find assistance. I'm very like, okay, I don't know what to do because I'm normally the one that offers help. I don't really ask for help too much. And even then, some people don't think I, offer enough help. So I just don't feel like I should be asking all the time. So, would you, would,
I muted myself, like you mute yourself.
oh, I was
There's a
doing that when
dog
I was
barking
drinking.
outside.
Oh,
I was like, I don't know if y'all can hear this, so I just muted
nah,
it.
I
But
didn't hear
okay,
that.
keep going,
Maybe
keep
I
going.
did. I don't know. Okay, so I'm like, fuck, where am I gonna go? Okay, Dolphin, just let me stay at your house for a little bit, your lobby. Let me get my work done, and then I could check to see if my home is better. But it was okay. It was just kind of like okay. My coworker offered. I was just like, no, I'm not trying to. You know, I would rather just get a hotel room. But there were no hotel rooms. There were no
Okay,
hotel
so
rooms.
sorry, yes. I spent the day at Potbelly's. I don't know why I started looking at coffee shops. Everybody was in these hoes. So I went to Potbelly's right around before lunch by like 10ish, 10:30ish. I was able to like sit down and plug in. But like yes, when it was time for us to, I was like, anybody's connected. We had a couple people like satellite friends that are like kind of connected, but I was like, where else could I go that might be a little bit more comfortable? I don't know why. But then I was like, well, this is kind of rude because I was reaching out to everybody. Like I reached out to like that one guy. I don't know what episode I talked about him. Probably Halloween Horror Hotels, where I told a story maybe about this man who poured water on me in his bed. Yeah. Reached out to him just see like how's it going over there because I like his place. It's a comfortable place. If it had AC, I'd make it work and it would just, be a day, like, or however long maybe it would have been. But like, I was going to try and make that work. Then I was also like, okay, I know Mr. Delicious. He has a whole home. Like that might work, let me see what he's going to say. I would be more than interested. Okay.
Of course you would.
And then I don't know what to call this man because I don't think we ever given him a name. Youngin? Okay. Yeah, so I reached out to Youngin and, came through like a good Youngin.
I appreciate him.
Came through.
That was my first time, I believe, meeting him.
No, you have met him before.
I don't remember, okay?
Whatever.
So I was probably really drunk when we met, okay?
Yeah, we were drinking in my apartment and playing games. And I just remember, like, you being like, oh, y'all make sense. It kind of makes sense because we were, like, arguing over some dumb game or something. But that was you, and I feel like Imani was there as well. But that's okay.
Probably. I feel like maybe you guys were dancing to Red Nose or something. Like a red nose? Like a red... This is a long time ago. We just
very long time ago.
I'm so sorry.
So did.
So, yeah. No, I mean, that was when I was dating Jose Cuervo at the time. So,
no, okay. Well, he came through, gave us his whole, not his whole apartment, but kind of, because he literally went into the office the next day, and we just stayed there the whole next day and worked. I dropped his key off to him. Like, it was a very good blessing. I appreciate you. I have appreciated him. I didn't do any sexual appreciation. I wonder how he feels about that. But I have to go back and get your comb, so may have to leave a tip or something. No.
All right, shoot.
But yeah, we had a great
appreciation.
We had a great time.
Me too. Yeah, I got my blessings double. Cause like, honestly, yeah, I really appreciate it. Like he doesn't know me, so just for him to say, "Hey,"
the fact that he did let you and me stay there is like great, because I know some men would be like, you could stay, but I don't know her, what's she gonna do for me, like kind of attitudes, like really misogynist nastiness. But no, he was very great. So yes, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
It was a lot. It was really ridiculous. We're playing strays, we're playing gypsies, vagabonds, okay, like just very, very homeless, and shit, I was still homeless because your power came on the next day.
So it's Wednesday now. My power has come back on, right? And so Jackie is now staying with me. You stay with me Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night?
Friday, yes. I stayed with you 3 nights, and I really appreciate you for doing that because we live on our own for a reason, okay? We ain't trying to be bothered by nobody. And so it's just, I really appreciated, like, staying on your couch. Your couch is very comfortable. Everyone loves your couch.
Yes.
And I really appreciate you for that.
Of
But,
course.
I just felt very like, okay, let me check again. It was every day. Packing my stuff, leaving out. Let's see if the lights are back on. Flipping the lights. Nothing happened. I'm like, fuck. Hey, I'm coming back. And then Saturday. But we had a good time, though. You and I had a few interesting couple days. We definitely spent some money we shouldn't have. But
also very true.
Mm-hmm. But, we ate out a little bit. We met some guys at Off the Record. That was fun.
We met them before Off the Record. Where'd we meet them?
Oh
Urban
no, yeah,
Social.
Urban Social.
We
Yes,
met them
it
at
was
Urban
like
Social because they came back over to my place. Why did I have
yes,
such a great time? I was trying on all my outfits for Barcelona, just
fire. Can't wait for her to
having a
show
great little
it.
time. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So that was great. But then, yeah, we went to Off the Record. Then I met more people. What kind of, is the DC energy still on me? What is happening? So yeah, we could talk about that in like a catch up perhaps in the next episode and extra thoughts in the next episode.
Okay,
But yeah,
sounds
anything
good.
that you would like to share?
It was just interesting, so we met like a group of guys who were on a family vacation or family reunion,
Family reunion.
um, and they're all from Chicago. So we all vibed. It was just a good
One was
time.
Arkansas,
Okay, which one?
the one that was trying to talk to me.
Oh, okay. That one was very interesting. I did not want to leave you alone with him.
Interesting.
It just got. He looked a little too aggressive.
Yeah.
Like just like if he was under the influence too much,
You know
you may have
what?
to throw him out the club type
He
shit.
was very tall. I appreciated that too. But like when he
They
was
all
talking
were.
to me,
I was very happy. When they came off the record, they was the tallest dudes in there.
why did I say when we were in Off the Record, I was like, why do I feel very even height with like most of the people in here, right?
I was
And then
looking. Oh,
yeah, we could literally look around. Okay, good vibes. Well, it started a little slow, and then once 11
first off,
o'clock
the
got
music
here,
wasn't
it was
music, and it sucked.
yeah,
But
yeah.
just
What
low
DJ
key,
was
it was
that?
just a good time. It was the same DJ. Funny,
Oh,
but so I'm, me, I be peeping out that type of stuff. So I'm like, okay, what's up? Like, okay, so there's one cousin who I was like, oh, you're cute. But I was just like, okay, well, if it happens, it happens. And then the other one was just like, we vibed so hard, but I just felt like maybe it's just a friend situation. But then the other
right.
cousin, okay, sorry, maybe I should. One looked like T-Pain to me, and
Mm-hmm.
then the other one was like the one I was vibing with the most. And you could tell which one I was vibing with more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it was just he was a Sagittarius. I was just like, oh, I normally don't meet a lot of male Sagittarius, but we vibe. It's just an interesting dynamic. Leo and Sagittarius, that's your like best sign to match with. Anyway, so we vibe. He's a cool, calm soul, and I wish he didn't live in Chicago. I wish he lived here because we would be dating.
Whatever. I mean, listen, looks like you can go back to Chicago because you're not trying to stay here no type of way.
Girl,
So
not
that's
this bullshit.
I'm like, that takes us to our just advice, okay, where we talk about what we have learned.
No,
Okay.
can we talk about this? My electricity didn't come back until freaking Sunday. Okay.
Oh yeah, true. Okay.
Shout out to Erlene. She allowed me to have her
Yes.
space when she was out on her dates, and I'm just so happy that I was able to just lay back because you needed your space after a few minutes. Like, it's one thing if we had like our own bedrooms, it would be a good time, but I'm on your couch. You love to sit on your couch and eat and do nothing. So that's my space.
That's my favorite
So
activity.
yeah, so I'm in your space. Like, I'm on my calls. I had to train people. By the way, but that's a whole nother catch up in itself. My job, the people I had to call off multiple days. And I'm like, can you guys please do this inbox? I trained you guys how to do this inbox. Can you please do this inbox? Because every time I take days off, that inbox is stacked. And nobody did anything.
Yeah, you were talking about how these hoes were like, oh, we can't, we need 2 screens, we
I
can't be
need two screens, I
productive.
need 2 monitors. And that's why y'all not going to be working anywhere remote. Y'all go into
That's
the office. And that's why I think as soon as my supervisor said that, like, hey, if you act like you can't do your job on one monitor in your laptop, don't even think about working from home. They straighten that up real quick.
That's so funny.
Don't
I mean,
like,
okay, so I appreciate the employers who, have been lenient over this time because, yeah, there's a lot going on. I didn't even say that I broke out in hives, y'all. Like, I don't even know what happened or where that came from. Like,
that's why I was like, you have to go, and like, it must be stress because what else did you do? Or, we don't know what was in that man's bed. But
yeah, also true,
like,
but we appreciated it, I guess.
yeah, so I'm like, this girl is stressed out. She needs some time to like relax. She needs some like, I need to get out of the space. Like, it's just so hard to ask for help from people because there are places I can go. I can still go now that, that aren't even your space, but there's something mentally that goes on with me when I'm not able to just like close the door and be alone for a little while. Like, I am an extrovert. I'm an ambivert. I've taken the test. I'm an amnivert. It's 51% extrovert and 49% introvert. So when I don't get that time and I don't feel in myself, I don't feel well. I feel very down, very sad. Arlene saw me sad. She made me breakfast. I thought that was really sweet of her to do. But I was just like, I need to have my own space. So, I mean, unfortunately, I'm swiping my credit card this week, but I needed this time off because and that's another thing, y'all. I started a new job.
Yes. Oh my God.
I started my new nursing job this week, and I had no chance to do anything. Couldn't meal prep, couldn't do nothing, couldn't do no prep. So I'm thankfully they made like the first 2 days virtual. So that's what I was doing. But tomorrow is my in-person day. Do I get my phone? I gotta go get my uniform from downstairs. But I'm not ready. And I'm so sad because I just want to be a good nurse. And this is just not giving me this. Huh?
You are going to be.
I will be. I just know that I just go through a lot. And unfortunately, a lot of this may be onto my own doing because I had 6 weeks to get my shit together. And I was like, oh, I have a week to do all this stuff. And I didn't do that. And this whole week was a wash. It was just a lot, guys. I applied to FEMA. All my food is gone. They denied me. And my apartment complex, they want to gaslight me and act like they didn't just abandon us for a week and a half, 2 weeks. So yeah, breaking my lease, and we'll see what happens. We'll keep you guys updated. So for our just advice section, our just advice section for hurricane preparedness, what is something that you should have gotten to be prepared?
Yeah. Well, I already purchased it, and it is the like portable batteries or whatever they are, the portable chargers, whatever the frick, the Anchor thing, that my dad recommended to me. Okay, I will definitely do that. So, yeah, that's the first thing I did. So I have extra juice because I clearly learned that what is this century? 21st century? Because I need technology. I don't know what, I needed it. So yes, I purchased one of those. I also feel like I need to look into better insurance because even I called my insurance to try to get an understanding of like what was an option for me and what I could get through this disaster and what was potentially covered. Literally nothing. So like, I need to really look into insurance and learn more about policies and things like that. Because what did I pay for? What am I paying for? Is truly what I'd like to know. And obviously, I love convenience. Even there was a story about the Benadryl that we had to buy and like how, we like to pay for convenience. Anyway, whatever. There's just a ton that we could talk about, but we have no time to talk about it. Those are what I learned. How could you be better prepared?
I think for me, just making sure I have more dry food to eat. Also figuring out like a backup plan to keep my freezer cool because it was cool. My food was good for like 3 days when it was off because I kept it closed. Everything was still frozen. But I heard that if you freeze like water bottles, it'll keep it colder longer. Also using dry ice. Dry ice does burn people, so be careful with that. But that does keep your items cold for a long period of time. So, when people get their HelloFreshes and certain items, some of that stuff is packed with dry ice so it can travel through the mail with no issues. So, and definitely get a generator. I'm definitely going to get a bigger, better power bank. I had a power bank and it did help charge my phone, but I would definitely need to utilize Prime Day and get something a little bigger, better. At least something to like plug in, just something to keep my things going, and then also get a fan running or something. Shit.
Oh my God, yes. a fan.
God. Oh.
Well, hopefully y'all are prepared for your next disaster by downloading every episode of the Just Extra podcast so you have entertainment on stock, okay, on deck for when you have, your moments. You can follow us at Just Extra _ podcast on Instagram and TikTok. You can follow Jackie at All Things J, myself, Erica at Erica _ stay ready. Wish us well, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
Beryl.